You reached retirement. Congratulations. You are ready now to put that for sale sign in the yard and downsize. But before you do, let's talk about the cost of downsizing. I know what you're thinking. What do you mean, Michelle? I'm sitting on amazing equity. I'm ready to cash in, buy something smaller. Yes, that's the definition of downsizing. And maybe you can pay cash for your next house and the numbers make sense. But as with everything, the devil's in the details. So let's make sure together that you're aware of these downsizing details that could cost you a ton of money. Here's pitfall number one, the property tax surprise. Yes, first up, property taxes. In Florida, you pay taxes based on the purchase price of your new property. So your taxes will be greatly different from the previous seller. This is one of the biggest potholes for new buyers in Florida, and it gets me so angry that people don't listen to this advice. Are you ready? I tell this to all my clients. Do not look at the tax rate on Zillow or Realtor. Your taxes will be higher. You need to instead go to the county appraiser site and utilize their tax calculator to see what your real range will be. Here's an example for you. A home that was purchased years ago for $350,000 has a tax rate of about $5,000 a year. That's what you're seeing on Zillow. When you're thinking, can I buy this property? You're like, yeah, I could swing $5,000 a year. You end up buying that property, but the purchase price is $700,000. And now all of a sudden, when your sale gets recorded into county documents, your taxes go up in November and you say, wait a minute, why did my tax bill just increase and double? Now I have to pay $10,000 a year because you purchased it for double the price of the sellers when they bought it years ago. It's a huge pitfall, guys. Florida state legislator even knows that this is a big deal. It is an issue. They're actually talking about it right now during the legislative session. But currently, there are no changes to report on how they plan to recalculate taxes. So I say all of this because before you ditch your current home, I want you to think that maybe your tax bill will not be cheaper. It may actually be more expensive on that new downsized property. Now, if you're in Central Florida, I have all the links for you and tools to see where you stand on tax estimators. All you have to do is click on the QR code, fill out the form, and write tax links in the info box, and I'll send you exactly what you need. Pitfall number two, the furniture that you need to replace in this new downsized property. Yes, guys, it costs money to furnish a new home. You'll need a good chunk of change to get furniture that'll fit nicely in your smaller, downsized home. I know you've lived in your house for years, maybe even decades for that matter, and your furniture probably fits your current space beautifully. But once you move into a smaller home, especially something with an open floor plan and less storage, guess what? That large sectional or king-size bedroom you have, it may not work anymore. So I always tell my clients, do not underestimate how much money it'll take to purchase new furniture, new window treatments, new organizing tools. You might actually end up spending thousands of dollars just to make that smaller space functional and stylish. So before you get rid of that big house and everything in it, budget for the new things your new space might require. Pitfall number three, where will I put all my stuff? This actually dovetails nicely with our previous pitfall, right? Pitfall number three is all about storage. Where is everything gonna go? When you downsize, of course, you lose closet space, attic space, maybe even garage space. So what are you gonna do with the holiday decorations, those family heirlooms, maybe the extra bedding for the grandkids? Some of my clients, unfortunately, have had to rent storage units, and those are not cheap. They run anywhere from $100 to $300 per month, depending on whether or not you choose climate-controlled units. They cost a lot, and it's something you need to budget for. This is a big issue in Florida because we don't have basements like up north because of our water table. And on top of that, our attic space is very limited because there's no air conditioning in attics. So you really do have to think realistically about what you plan to keep donate, and whether you really want to be juggling an off-site storage unit. A smaller house can quickly feel cramped if you don't plan ahead for your storage needs. Pitfall number 4, interest rates. They're not what they used to be. We know this, right? Here's another one that really trips people up. Even if you're planning to pay cash for your property, higher rates still impact the market and how far all of your money will go. 2 or 3 years ago, you could get a mortgage at 2.5%. Today, we all know that number is greatly higher, maybe sitting now at 6.5%. And that means if you're trying to sell your current home and buy something smaller to downsize, the buyers for your property, who are likely financing, need to be more payment conscious. So what does this do? This shifts into the market where it could affect how long it takes to sell and how much you get for your property. Now, if you're financing your downsized property, even just a little, you're going to pay more per month than you might expect. So what do? Downsizing can absolutely be the right move for you. Less maintenance, lower utility bills, and a lifestyle that fits your new season of life. But as we all know, it has to be done strategically. When you factor in things like taxes, furniture, interest rates, and storage, the decision to downsize becomes less about square footage and really more about financial and lifestyle clarity. If you're thinking about downsizing, give me a call. I'm going to help you run the real numbers. Of course, if you live in Central Florida, I can help you find a home that makes sense for your lifestyle that you are ready to live right now. If you're not in Central Florida, don't worry. I have a list of vetted realtors all across the United States. And listen, guys, these are big life decisions, and I'm here for you every step of the way. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more senior selling tips and to learn what life is like in Central Florida. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.